get on board with the new tech space?
All right, that's a very interesting and important question, and I'm going to answer it this way. Right. First and foremost, you've been saying you're scared. Let me start from the fact that I need to kill that fear.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, please.
So, the fourth industrial revolution. Permit me to use a very weird word. I'm not sure it's in the dictionary. Right. In the fourth industrial revolution, you don't need certificates. You need certificates.
Certificate. Love it. Okay.
Certificate. You need certificate. Why have I said this? You don't really need a tech certificate to thrive in the fourth industrial. In fact, right currently, the guys that are hasting it in our industry, I have mechanical engineers. In fact, one of my mentees, I had to say it at the event I had on Friday. I had to tell them he's a mechanical engineer, a graduate of mechanical engineering from a maritime school. And I'm like, how are you doing this? You understand too? Yeah. Basically, you don't really need a tech certificate or a tech degree to ace it, right? What you need is skill sets, the right community, right? A computer, internet, and holy curiosity. That's all you need. That's all you need. Because, like I said, I'm not actually intelligent. I am only passionately curious. So if you can keep that curiosity and that childlike spirit, trust me, you're going to thrive in the fourth industrial revolution.
Okay, so as I
want to rely on, like I said earlier, you don't want to rely on hunches to make business decisions because the world is moving fast.
Right.
So we're talking about, for example, see what Netflix and YouTube and Facebook is doing with recommender systems, right? So when they recommend a video to you based off your friends list or your own list, that's
what they watch you watch,
right? Imagine you own a supermarket and you can know what to restock before the customers come in. I have companies who currently use it.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So that's AI. Imagine you can flag a fraud before you can detect a fraud and flag it before it happens. That's fraud detection. All right.
That's what they should have done in my bank. They took my money.
Automate it. Start by sweating the small stuff.
Give me an example of what I can
So for example, let's say you usually have to text your clients when they reach out to you on social media, right? Why don't you get a chatbot, which is one of the things we offer, right? Get a chatbot that helps you reply to all of your clients. What you've done, one, you're going to reduce the human strength that you're going to have to deploy in that arena. One. Then secondly, you're going to make sure the AI is going to be replying based off how we build it. It's called an agentic AI because based on the knowledge base, it's going to be replying with insights, and trust me, it's always going to be smarter.
But there is the humanity. I'm not even talking about James.